Ilios. This was actually probably one of the more interesting matches of the series. I think that this match like started the. I don't know if it started the tilt or if it started the. This is like, I think that this match or this map was like the most pivotal map of the series for sure. Just in the way it like affected the outcome of the rest of the maps. So like Happy Cool comes out on Pharah, and then they're kind of just abusing the fact that FaZe never runs 76. And they'll get a lot, like Happy Cool gets a shit ton of value out of this Pharah actually. Because look at how like easy it is for him. He's like, there's not much for him to do. I think Shadowburn and Fact Fiction get a lot of kills here though. So like Happy didn't finish, or maybe like Buds wasn't doing well at the same time because FaZe comes out on top here, but you could see how good it was for Happy Cool. Like Happy Cool's Pharah actually did a lot of work. It's just I don't think the rest of his team did anything.
It wasn't too much panic coming up from FaZe, even though they were getting pushed back. They struck right back with 2 kills of their own and were able to really put the fight back in their favor. Fnatic, of course, they did just pick off the Lucio, and they're coming right back. But FaZe, for now, gets burst control at this point. But Hapicool going off again.
Like unless he gets hooked, he doesn't really die. So Shadowburn's dead. He has ult. He's probably gonna tilt. He usually tilts. Oh, he doesn't have ult actually. So like this was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, you use the barrage to kill the Roadhog. It's probably fine. Like barrage is a pretty shitty ult. I think treating it like a normal cooldown is pretty good. Like just taking the free kill is probably worth it. It's kind of the same as pulse bomb in my opinion. Obviously it takes longer, but if you're gonna get a free kill, you're gonna get a free kill. Now Shadowburn like tilts off the D.Va and goes to Genji, and this like goes back to him being kind of one-trickish. Like everyone, I mean, even I was saying like he's the star player, but he's very predictable. Like the reason why they lost to Envy was because they just went Winston, and Winston just shit on him. Like you can win on the back of Genji, but I think right now they would have been better off with the 76. So it's really hard for Shadowburn to get kills against Pharah. It's pretty hard for anything really. I don't know how Soup goes flying here, but Graviton on Cool Mat, they don't have to use it though. I mean, they killed Zombs. It's gonna be pretty hard for them to do anything. Like, see Raucus kills Happy Cool. I'm like, that's the only way that they can kill him.
Yeah, pretty close fight. I think Fnatic only being up 1 kill. Shadowburn's looking for damage, but it's so hard to find when there's R4.
Shadowburn never tilts? Who said he never tilts? Of course he tilts. He always tilts. He tilted off. He tilted off D.Va just to go whatever he just went. He just switched off D.Va to go Genji against the Pharah. Like, of course he's tilted. But Cool Match just hits a Graviton here, I'm pretty sure, and that's all it really takes. But again, like, they don't have an answer to this Pharah. This Pharah is just alive all the time. And now you don't even have the D.Va to eat the barrage, so it's like a double shitty pick because in reality, D.Va's probably one of the better heroes to deal with the Pharah. Like, if anyone should be switching right now, I think it's Zombs. Like, I don't know that Zombs needs to be on Zarya, and this was kind of like how I felt about this entire Ilios matchup anyway.
But they're going to have a good combo here at least to win one fight. 90% for Fnatic. They're going to be looking for this blade and looking for that nano boost.
Because I would have preferred if they just kept the D.Va and just put on a 76. Like, if they just had switched to 76, it would have been so much more useful. But Shadowburn can't play it, and then they don't get on the point, and Fnatic wins it. I'm tilting Zombs. Zombs is trash, dude. Zombs just sticks on Zarya this entire tournament.
Yeah, that has to hurt just a little bit. I don't think
Like, where are your Zarya bubbles there, dude? I didn't really see anything. I just see Too Easy hitting hooks and Shadowburn getting kills. I don't really know where the Zombs factor is.
It's such a hard thing to gain back momentum, especially on King of the Hill maps.
Especially for FaZe.
I'm a trash can with legs.
FaZe is not exactly known for being the team that comes from behind and really brings things back.
I mean, Pharah kind of dumpsters Zarya, and Pharah kind of dumpsters Genji. So the fact that they switched to Genji and Zarya, or that they're sitting there with Genji Zarya, kind of bad. Oh, thanks all your creeps. So like Happy's like, okay, if they're just not gonna play D.Va and they're not gonna play 76, I'll just stick on Pharah. I think they win this match too, but I mean that's pretty much why. Like I don't really like analyzing Koth maps so much because like you see right there, Shadowburn's just dead. Okay, now it's like it's just gonna snowball in the favor of Fnatic. Like that's generally how this works. Happy played really well, I felt. I mean, I've known Happy for years, like just from TF2 and like following the European scene, but he has like very good aim. obviously.
Yes, they do, CP. We've been
Okay, now Shadowburn goes fire because like okay, like you see like Shadowburn dies once. Whenever Shadowburn dies, he switches heroes. So like he probably actually tilts more than too easy. It's just you don't notice it because sometimes he has rampages. So like he died one time and switched, but he switched to a hero that obviously isn't really that effective because they're still running. I guess it's not the worst. Like now they're just mirror comping, and mirror comping is like they're really good. I don't know. You'd still rather just run a 76, I think.
yeah, they're doing a great job, and it's really hard.
Like you can try to mirror comp Fnatic, but
I think their thinking is that
then it comes down to like air fights, and air fights aren't really that good.
movement
But yeah, Happy Cool, dude. I was hanging out costs with Happy Cool, like after the event. He was just drunk running around telling me how much he loved me. It was pretty funny. It's like this is a good play. But now Shadowburn's like the last one alive.
great coordination. You're gonna
Gets hooked out of the sky. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're trying to mirror comp. Like, why do you want to mirror comp?
the barrage. Not only does he get
Like, both teams don't have Diva at this point, or 76, but like 76 and Diva are both like the best heroes against what each team is running. And I think 76 on this map in particular is like one of the best heroes because you can just control the point from the back.
Only need 2 more fights, if that, to win this round. And FaZe has been looking lost. Fnatic, very good. Montel has a sound barrier at the start of the fight, and this could be very.
Alright, so let's use Zombs' Graviton here. Alright.
Graviton coming in.
Lots of damage. Good follow up. Yep. Good play.
He gets pulled into his own rocket. Death comes from Buds. Still, FaZe
Effie's still alive.
win this fight is
What up, Dom Tom? Thanks for the sub.
last moment pick.
yeah, it looks like they're gonna bring it back.
Too easy with the God hooks. It's not enough though. It's like 95% to 0. So it took a way long time for that.
To 0, they cannot leave this point. They have. Are they capping? No. Okay, one person left to die. Vonethil gonna be reset for his team. And
But you see, like, that was the only Graviton Zombs has gotten throughout this entire map. Like, I think Zarya and Koth is kind of, I mean, it's good, but it's, like, weak.
as I
Because if you don't get the combo, you, like, kind of, like, if you don't get the Graviton, it's really bad. Like, I mean, if he had a slightly worse game, he would have just never have gotten Graviton. But now he's building it pretty fast because he has the point.
Poking back and forth, trying to give a little bit of space, trying to let Coolmat look for
You have to refresh Dom Tom.
Graviton and Fnatic. Time
I mean, FaZe has, I feel like this is where there's a bot barrage.
Coolmat, and there's the
That was one barrage. That was kind of funny, though. This is really well played from FaZe, actually.
counter engage from FaZe, just too strong.
They kind of overcommitted on ults on Fnatic. I mean, you kind of should know where
seeing his first person perspective.
Shadowburn is in that situation. I mean, both teams burned everything, so it's not the worst, but
It was Jet versus
game is hard.
and he lined up behind him, and it was a wasted ult for Happy Cool.
Justice reigns from slightly more above.
Yeah, slightly more above indeed. And actually, they're gonna adjust. You see that he lost that Pharaoh battle, and he says, "You know what? We're not gonna be stubborn. We're gonna play a hit scan, and let's see just."
So Happy, like, see, this is what I liked about this. Like, Happy switches to McCree, because he's like, okay, we're going to lose. We need hit scan to kill Shadowburn. Like, he doesn't want that happening again. It's kind of risky, too, because it's 60%. So it's really not, like, when you're controlling the point, staying on Pharah is probably fine, because they have to kill you. But when you're retaking, you have to get rid of the Pharah. Like, the Pharah dies. If the Pharah stays alive, you just lose. So I really like the switch from Happy to go McCree, because he's like, okay, I just need to kill Shadowburn. Like, as long as Shadowburn's dead, GG.
Counter Shadowburn here.
I'm pretty sure it gets like conked off the map or something. Maybe that's later.
Thus far, will be looking for the anti-air option themselves, and Shadowburn needs some serious.
Like he's like actually just controlling Shadowburn right now, but
Good procs to be able to get him. And while that's going on, Too Easy wins the Hawk duel versus Buds. So this is not going to be winning.
not sure what happens here.
The timetable
Or like I don't remember what happens here.
dicey.
Unless Stupid's like a crazy shatter, I don't know how they retake this.
around that pillar. I mean,
I guess they have sound barrier. Sound barrier is really good on Fnatic. Like this is pretty clutch timing on the sound barrier. They can just use this and walk in. I feel like FaZe isn't really pressuring enough.
in here almost going down, but he actually picks him off. Happy Cool going down early.
He went down early.
It's a really awkward fight though.
Play this round. Shadowburn going in deep. Nano boost supporting him, getting right in on Custa. Not able to finish it off due to that sound barrier. And Buds, by the way, has swapped on the 76. He wants to be even more air control. Happy Cool swapping.
Now Buds comes back as 76, and it like pays off heavily right there just because he gets that kill.
Buds right there with the punish. And Fnatic is
And then they respawn as like these fast heroes and just win a scrappy fight.
9%.
I mean, like,
Happy Cool once
I don't know. I think if FaZe hadn't let it get to 99, they might have been able to win this map. But
fight to make sure they can flip.
you could see, like, they just switched to double hit scan, triple hit scan on the side of Fnatic, and then they just win.
Character either. You can see those rockets coming.
Because what are you gonna do against it? Like, you're literally gonna do nothing.
Fnatic going up 2-0 against FaZe, and you gotta wonder with this matchup, did team and say, you know what? They are missing IDDQD. But then you see this come out and you're like, I don't know, that hit scan play coming out from HappyCool, coming out from Buds, that's really strong.
One thing in Overwatch
But yeah, I mean, FaZe had a really rough first half, but that could have gone either way. But I don't know why they just stick on whatever it was. Like, I don't know why you would stick on the Pharah or the Genji when you could just go Zom 76 and play it that way. And I was kind of just waiting for them to do that.
depending on the setup that he's getting, but going in against Fnatic that probably
But it's so toxic in solo queue.
on
A lot of players are toxic in solo queue, man. That's just life.
So a lot of the times it does not work. Of course, the most classic example that wasn't even fair is with Widowmaker, where one team's destroying another Widowmaker.
So now they're mirror comping again, but like you mirror comp, but when there's like such a straightforward counter, I don't know why you mirror comp. Like they're kind of just playing chicken right now. Whichever team switches to 76 first is probably just gonna win.
Who will be the bigger star for their team?
Who will be the true Rocket Queen here between HappyCool and Shadowburn? Both of them on
Yeah, I'm wearing a red bra. This is my bra. This undershirt is a bra. My bra wife beater. Good questions from chat today. Zoms kills Buds. Should just be a phase 1 round, or at least a phase 1 fight. I like HappyCool taking it to Shadowburn. They've played against each other so many times in TF2L. It's kind of funny to see them like squaring up as Pharahs. But you see how like HappyCool is just chasing him? I mean, his team already lost this fight, but he wanted that kill, obviously.
End of that, and that's where you rely on your teammates. That was a very dicey chase.
I love cross-dressing.
but unfortunately
Nice.
for Fnatic, while that was going on, they were just getting flopped up. I mean, in terms of resources, it was a decent trade between Fair and Fair there.
Yes.
Pharaohs were effectively out of the fight as they were playing their separate game, but
Yeah, it's my sporty bra.
Advantage, right? If you
So sporty. I wear Overwatch hoodies with sports bras. So now Cool Matt goes 76.
be cohesive unit and
And you're like, finally. Like, you're at the desk and you're like, finally, someone's gonna go
flexing hard.
76.
this is going to make this guy's very, very unfriendly.
So, like, Shadowburn should be able to die here. Like, you would hope Shadowburn would die sometime soon.
Excellent 76 at that. So both teams trying out
But this should be an easy fight, I think, for Fnatic, unless something dumb happens. Like, they're already starting off with a lot of kills.
looking for as Stoop tears the side room into the party room, picking up 2. And Shadowburn just
It's like, Happy hits the air shot, man. Happy played so well at this tournament, actually.
Give credit to Shadowburn. He was in a little bit up against the wall against 3 members of Fnatic.
Damn, dude. My chat's going in, Zoms. You better take a back seat here.
Analyst perspective, this is a beautiful
I have an 18+ age limit.
adapt so much, more so on the Fnatic side.
absolutely. Well, for FaZe, they have a chance.
Alright, so Zoms has Graviton, they have Barrage, they have like literally everything. It really comes down to Stoop's Earth Shatter at this point. If Stoop hits a fat Earth Shatter, they'll win. If they doesn't, they'll just lose.
Goes to backline here. Doesn't use it on the loose.
Zom's going for the flanking Zarya
Is being very
with like 0 charge,
He's taking their time.
doing like 0 damage.
Meanwhile, Shadowburn, of course, here on the Pharah. He's gonna look at the combo, and there he is. Barrage coming in.
This was a pretty shitty like combo there. I don't know why Shadowburn pops the Barrage from like literally the entire like from across the entire map. Like HappyCool gets so much more value out of his Barrage here. That's kind of Shadowburn's fault, like 100% Shadowburn's fault, I think. Cool Matt pops this aimbot. I don't really think he needed to. That fight was already won in my opinion, but
About that last phase push is
Shadowbot switches off, goes Diva, as now Cool Matt's on 76, so this is like where the meta starts changing a little bit for these two teams, like where they start
keeping a strong advantage now.
screwing, like they start switching around.
2 fights to pull this round back, which
Waiter, dude. But I mean, his Tom's Graviton was good, but Shadowburn's Barrage was god awful. So now you're running into this again where you had advantage and you lost it.
Side, who's gonna
But I still think Zoms needs to go 76 here because now you actually don't have the best answer to. I mean, Shadowburn should be able to pick it up right now, but that happens. Too Easy gets the nice old hook into the pit. Life is hard.
all they need to win this fight
I know, I saw you, Too Easy. Don't worry.
could not have been intended.
Reinhardt actually got pushed by the Diva, doing a great job there. Shadowbird pushing that nano boosted.
I don't actually know how they win this fight, to be honest with you. Like, this fight was really awkward. Like, Too Easy gets hooked into the pit,
You go.
and then now what? Like, how does this, when Stoop gets earth shattered? No, Stoop. Oh, Stoop, like, falls into the pit, or he gets bopped into the pit? Okay, so that just opens up the whole thing, because that was a nano boosted Reinhardt, I'm pretty sure.
Shadowbird pushing.
And then Rockus hits a sleep dart on HappyCool, and HappyCool, like, falls into the pit. Like, there were, like, 3 environmental deaths during that fight that FaZe wound up getting. So, while that's cool, it's like, you couldn't do that again if you wanted to, for sure.
Shadowburn trying to bring it back. Does have the
I feel like Fnatic's trying way too hard to like overcommit to win this fight for some reason. Like Fnatic doesn't need to win this fight, but they're acting like they need to win this fight. So they popped like 3 or 4 ults just to try to cap the point. But like all they have to do is calm down. Like it's at 65 to 99. I think that this is Fnatic throwing a little bit. Because there's like actually no reason to there was no reason for Fnatic to try so hard to cap that. Like even if you lose the fight, it doesn't matter. Just come back with aimbot, nano boost, and like whole hog instead of trying to push them back when you're down like 3 players. And then Too Easy hits that. I don't even like see like there. I feel like Fnatic thinks that the situation is like super dire when it's not here, and then they wind up just like throwing away the advantage that they had. Like that's a really good graviton from Zoms, but at the same time, like they had to be standing there, right? And that's just like the nail in the coffin. But I think Fnatic used their ults incorrectly there, and then suddenly they just give FaZe away back into this game. Here's a bargain Too Easy. Because the joke at MLG was that Mad X was like a budget Justin Timberlake, so we were using the word budget a lot.
On the other side, Fnatic are flexing almost everything. You can see Coolmat setting back up, going on that Zarya. We'll see if it keeps.
I said it was a good graviton. Nice, you hit a graviton. People standing in a choke, the easiest choke in the game. Wow, so good, crazy. Wow, good job, good hustle out there. Really, really impressive stuff. Great Q. Nice panic ult. So now they go back to Ruins, and if you're on Ruins, you're kind of like, do I know if I'm going to do more events? I think I'm going to do more events. I mean, like, Blizzard seemed happy with me, all the casters seemed happy with me. I mean, it's hard to tell, right? Everyone could just be bullshitting, but I think everyone was, like, genuinely happy. Okay. Like, this is actually so good, because they should have done this before. Like, it took them so long to do this, but, like, Zoms finally goes 76. And then now the game is just easy because all you have to do is shoot halfy cool and you win the game. Oh, look at that aim. Wow. Wow, nice aim, dude. You did at least 40 damage there. Wow, Zom, you just hit like 3 bullets. But like you see what happens here too, just as a result of him picking the hero. Like, he misses everything. Clearly, but he like forces the enemy team not to show up and cap, so like even though he's missing everything, they can't go onto the point because he's just going to shoot them. So the fact that like just the pick itself wins them this cap point. So like you have to realize that like Happy can't go in because he's afraid, Coolmat can't go in because there's a diva on his face, and then suddenly like just the pick itself shapes the fight in such a way that FaZe is able to just like take it really quick. Yeah, it was the zoning 76. Like you see Too Easy dies somehow to Buds. I don't really know what happened there. I guess he pushed up too far on the side. But I mean they snowball off that, but they shouldn't, like that shouldn't have happened. I don't really know what happened. I mean it probably was just an unlucky hook or something on Too Easy. Suppression fire and the warning shots. So now like the advantage is kind of with FaZe still. I mean they have nano boost. Both teams have nano boosted attack visor, but one team has diva and the other one doesn't. So like if you're on FaZe right now, you don't really need to wait for anything, whereas Fnatic has to wait. Alright, that was actually a huge play by Too Easy that I think went like a little bit unnoticed. The fact that he hits that hook and then he hits like the right click at like the perfect time there is like actually game winning, because they just wasted nano boost on that Reinhardt, and then that, like that's the entire fight. There's like actually no diva to stop Zoms from hitting these shots, and then aimbot goes through, and that's a win fight. But Too Easy won that fight for them 100%. Like that was a fat hook and then a fat right click. But again, like this whole map's like, where's Shadowburn? Like you have to realize that too. People are like kind of all over Shadowburn, but I think in this series in particular he wasn't that good. He didn't play his normal carry self because he kept getting countered by Coolmat and Happy Cool. Yeah, dude. Zoms hit Q, dude, and his bullets just aimed for him. I think this was a bot ult from Happy Cool. I remember watching this and being like, what? Like, why did you think that this was good? Yeah, so that's like their one ult that they had there, and then it forces Fnatic to pop Sound Barrier and all these shitty ults to try to cap it. But Fnatic's like throwing right now because there's no way that they're winning this fight. That was a really good ult from Forsaken actually, but like Buds is out of position here. He's like really far behind them. They're just gonna clean him up, I'm pretty sure. Shadowburn gets a few cleanup kills, but like you see Buds is in like no man's land, and Fnatic wasted like a lot of ults to try to take that fight, but it was never gonna be won because Happy Cool was dead. So, like, I don't know if Cool Matt was there with a bubble or if they had sound barrier or didn't both. Like, it would have been a completely different game, but that was kind of halfy tilt. He might have just wanted to get off the hero, but, like, he should have gotten off the hero earlier because he was getting shut down really hard by the 76. So he goes back to D.Va, and now they're running, like, just 76 against Zarya, which I think is just better on this map because, like, how do you actually get kills in Graviton on this map? It's really, really hard, and the 76 being up on that ledge is very, very strong. Because you can just literally sit where Zoms is and see everything. Like, he pops this ult, and then this is really good that he, like, runs past the D.Va. Like, you see, like, it's really hard to counter the 76 on this map.
Very low. He gets slapped. He's going to be turned out too. Coolmat going down. And it looks like FaZe are going to take this. We're going to be going 2-2. We're going to go into the final 5th Ilios map.
And this could be a microcosm of the entire series.
But, like, the switch to 76 on Zoms is, like, all it took. Zoms is just a really good Q hitter, guys. Like, you have to realize that. Zoms the Q user. Nice left clicks, man. Good job. Hits Q, holds down mouse 1. Everything dies.
And it's just so interesting seeing both squads constantly switch out. You can see how flexible so many members on their teams are. You see Coolmat playing Soldier, you see him playing Zarya.
Well, like, that's one thing, too. It's like, you have to realize that, like, sometimes the heroes are just so good that they win. Like, you don't have to really be, like, super, super crazy on them. It's just, like, you pick the right hero, and it forces the enemy team to play differently, because, like, ults are really strong, and, like, ults are scary. Like, 76 ult comes up pretty fast when all you have to do is shoot tanks.
But we saw how effective he was on that Soldier as well.
It's very interesting to see the tables turn here, where, of course, when we started the map, basically Fnatic was running phases.
Yeah, there's a lot of warning shots. So now Shadowburn goes Pharah because he wants to lose. Like, he's like, okay, guys, how can we lose this fastest? And he goes Pharah. Forsaken boops Kusta into the pit, though, on this map, and I think that that's, like, actually why they win. So, like, Shadowburn's in right now is pretty deep, but the fact that their Ana's already dead is crazy. So that's, like, a really good play by Forsaken. That just, like, opens up this entire point for them.
To be honest, Fnatic executed very well. They stayed out of the sights, they came around the corner, they dove right in immediately. That's what you need to do with this composition. You can't
Everyone's banned now. Who wants to get banned? But yeah, the Pharah works here, but I think it's all because of Forsaken killing Kusta. Like, Kusta doesn't have any ult now. Like, Kusta's like halfway to nano boost when everyone else has it.
It's not entirely ideal for Fnatic's hero pool, but either way, Fnatic moving in right now.
Surprised Shadowburn doesn't go for that. Was close to getting a conk kill. But like, Shadowburn like is so cocky for some reason. Like, he just thinks that Kusta's gonna miss. Like, why would Kusta miss? That was a really good Earthshire from Fact Fiction, by the way. Like, he's been on point with his Earthshires, I think, in this series. Very rarely missing them. Too easy, just being too easy. Like, this was actually so sad because I remember sitting there with Monty and being like, "Yep, D.Va's a hero." It was like, he gets, like, you think that too easy's gonna get that kill, but then he gets nano boosted. Like, this is finally where Shadowburn starts, like, coming online. But again, like, Fnatic's not running 76, so now they're just running mirror comps, and it's really hard to retake the point. Like, Vonethil should have just fed right here, but instead he, like, feeds really late, and now it's already 65-0. Fnatic really never got started on this map, I don't think. Like, Buds is switching now to the McCree, but now they don't have a Roadhog, and I feel like Roadhog is just so good on this stage in particular, because you get the environmental kills. Your wife likes it? What? So, like, Buds gets destroyed there by Shadowburn. Like, that's actually such a crazy play, and that's the round, honestly. Like, there's nothing else. It was already 85% when that play comes through. But, like, Cool Matt could have arguably just been on 76 the entire time.
They're gonna have to go in here and need an even bigger miracle 5v6.
Wow, Zoms, good Graviton, sick play. But yeah, like, I mean, Fnatic just came up short after that. I think that they were tilted after they lost well the first time. but the swaps were definitely better for FaZe at the middle, like during the middle of that series, and I think that was like really what took it over the top.